down whores at it again. That hussy.
Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About It. I am Taco Minaj and today I'm here with a very special guest.
Miss Candi Forrest.
Yes, coming all the way out here to do a video with me, so thank you for your time.
I'm very excited.
We're going to get into some drag makeup and see where it takes us. So let's get started and let's just have a good time.
Yes. What was your first impression when you met me?
You honestly changed my mind about camp queens because I literally hated camp queens. I thought they were like a waste of makeup because I feel like sometimes camp queens makeup are just garbage.
Wow, you just really went right in there with that.
You really changed my mind on it too, and like left a really positive impression on like how great camp queens can actually be, and like I really like your makeup and your makeup style, so that like really changed a lot for me in my perspective.
Aw, well, honestly, I'm genuinely very touched by that. That was...
I haven't said that before. This is literally a first.
The very first, yes.
But like sometimes like I've thought about
Cancel Taco Minaj. Taco hates camp queens. No, actually, my first thought when I saw you was I was like, damn, this mug is it's beautiful, and I was like, oh, we'll be friends. Somebody who does makeup this well, like, I don't know if it just comes from being a makeup artist and working around it for years, but like I can tell when somebody has a genuine love of makeup and when somebody just puts makeup on their face, and I could tell immediately you were somebody who loved when you put makeup on your face, like you love the art of it. And so, I was kind of like, no, we're going to be friends. You didn't have a choice. I don't know if you knew that, but I saw you and was like, I want that one. We're going to be friends.
I love a warmth that not everybody has that like you had. So like, whenever you decided that, I just feel like I was just right on board. I was like, cool. When did we first meet? Because I do not know.
It would have been a Crave show, I think. Because I met Captain and Christella. They did my first workforce show, and so I met them, and then they were like, "You should come out to Crave." And I think it was, it was Captain's Blacklight show.
Okay.
I think would have been because I think that was the first show I did there because I was very nervous because I didn't realize until 5 minutes beforehand that there was a stage, and I can't walk. So it was one of the worst performances I've ever given in my life because I didn't know how to get off the stage, and I spent I just walked from side to side, full pointer queen.
Oh my god!
Because I was terrified of falling in the dark.
Yeah, I had that advantage of knowing that's because I've been there before, so I knew about how the stage layout is, but I also just don't like getting off the stage because I need to get better at interacting with the crowd. That's just a weakness that I've had.
Sometimes you gotta chase some tips.
I know.
If they're not coming to me, that's the only reason I conquered my fear of stepping off the stage.
Yeah, that's what I've learned as well. And I did a show recently, and I don't know if it was just that night or what, but somebody had a 5, and I was like, oh, hell yeah. Let me just walk over here. I'll walk over here twice.
I think, I forgot who it is. Tina's really good. She'll use it, and she'll crawl roll, so she'll really work the stage. She'll get on and off it in a bunch of different ways.
Oh my god, yes. I love Tina.
I love her so much. She's also the only reason that I find good memes on the internet.
Yeah, she do just be posting.
She's doing the work. She's out there doing the Lord's work for us to find it. And then I see something and I'm like, oh, that's great. That's Tina's. Or I should send that to Tina. She'd love it. And I'm like, she posted it.
Yeah.
I don't know why I bother.
I feel like that's such a compliment too. It's like when you like, oh, I see this, it makes me think of something, and then you realize that
they've already done it. Yeah,
Mhm.
and I'm like, see, I do know you. Okay, so you've also been doing makeup for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
And so in the vein of that, what look have you gone back and looked at your previous stuff where you were like, oh, this was baby?
Baby how?
Like, as in, like, you're like, this is not my best look. Like, I was learning. Granted, everybody, you can't get to where you are now without having slightly cringe looks from the past. Where, where you were like, I thought I ate. And then you're just like, maybe I ate for 2007, but like...
I feel like there's a lot of my early work is like that. I will say. A lot of...
I've looked through your stuff and I haven't seen anything where I was like, woof.
I don't think you've worked that hard.
Do I need to go further back?
Yeah. I'm talking about the first like couple of years. But every year I like to just recreate my first makeup look with how I do my makeup in today's time.
I love that. Honestly, I genuinely live for that. That's great. I'm gonna do that.
Just kind of like honor myself because I feel like a lot of times people hate looking at their past selves or like they like cringe at it in a way, like they don't like to look at like old pictures of themselves back in like many years ago, but I feel like we have to like honor that person because that's how we became the person we are today.
Exactly. No, I'm all for that. Like sometimes I will get like a little secondhand embarrassment because I thought I like really cooked on something and then 'twas not the case. But also then I remind myself that like, yeah, but like that's because of that confidence I felt then. I continued with what I was doing, and you know, we got bigger, we did more. Also, the product sucked back then.
Yeah.
You know, our
That
gas
is
spilled
very true.
all over myself, as per usual.
Yeah,
This is why Roxy Andrews gets ready in a dress.
Yeah, usually I get ready shirtless, but like all my shorts have like a shit ton of powder.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm usually in a tank top and then I'll just throw it off. Oh yeah, we can talk about that. I think it's important. It's tough. There are days because of all the fighting, honestly, it feels like you're just like, is this even worth it? But
right.
You know that's why it is worth it.
Right. You know, like I want to do all ages shows only because I used to feel alone a lot because I didn't like growing up in this small town where I live. I was like one of like 3 gay kids in my high school and I had like no idea about like anything in this world, and like I just remember feeling really lonely and just feeling like different, that I didn't belong because I didn't have like any kind of like representation that I was seeing. Like I didn't know, like I knew I was different, but I didn't have like anybody who was different like I was to tell me that like it's okay and it's not like what people are making it out to be, you know. Like I wish I had that representation, and so that's why I want to do all this stuff. And it is disheartening with everything that people are trying to say and all these like really horrific claims about us drag performers. Yeah. We are today's birthday clown. Like that's really all we are. But for people to say all this shit, and what bothers me the most is they want to act like it's to protect kids, but they don't realize that the number one danger to kids and what's killed most kids statistically has been guns. And so that's why I don't think that they actually care about kids. They're just masking homophobia in that, in my opinion, because like if they really cared about kids, because the way I see it, they're looking at us from like, oh, we're performing inappropriate things because they know what we do in bars. Right. But they don't understand that we know that it's not a bar show, it's an all ages show. And we can, you know, censor ourselves.
We're working adult. Like this is we get paid, we're professionals. And just like Eddie Murphy is the voice of Mushu in Mulan, he's also done rated R movies. Julie Andrews is Mary Poppins, a movie that most people love and adore and think is, you know, super wholesome, super great. Mary Poppins is a, you know, she's the OG nanny.
Right.
She also showed her breasts in a movie. Like,
well,
you can do both. You're not going to let your kid watch the topless Mary Poppins. You know, it wasn't Mary Poppins. I'm sure they make that movie, but that's a different subject. But, like, yeah, you're right. It's not...
But, and, like, look at, like, our pop stars and, like, today. Like, they're not trying to censor pop stars who are coming out in bikinis because they don't care about that. It's literally just rooted homophobia and nobody wants to admit it.
There were kids who went to Ariana Grande and, like, Side by Side is not for children.
Right.
You know? I'm not going to let my kid listen to Chappell Roan. She's not going to be like, my 6-year-old's not going to listen to Casual.
Right.
Till she's older. That's my job to censor.
Right.
What I don't want her to see. And so it's also like, if you are truly that homophobic and hateful that you're like, I don't want my kid around this, then don't bring your kid to the show.
I agree.
We're not forcing you. There are parents who do want their kids to go and to see this and to explore, just performance, what it means to be, you know, accepting, you know, maybe finding their own queer identity, or just even being good, he just gets to be good allies.
Right.
Just to be like, oh, people are different. Cool.
And that's all that we want, really. And I don't understand why, like, there's this big group of people who want to say that we're trying to teach kids, like, about, like, sex ed. And that's like, no, we're not trying to teach people that. We're just trying to teach people
I
that
barely
gay
wanted to
people
learn
exist.
sex ed.
Yeah,
I don't want to go through that again.
Yeah, oh my god. I feel you on that. The point is that we also want to leave that to, like, teachers in school. Like, we're not trying to be out here teaching kids about that. That's not what we want. We just want the equality, the acceptance, and that's literally all that we want is for people like myself who struggled a lot to realize they don't have to struggle, you know?
Yeah. I wish if I had known there was more than just stereotypical, like, this is what gay is, this is, like, I would have had an easier time and I wouldn't have come out so late in life, like, because I just didn't have access to it. Same thing, like, and even drag, something which I've loved for years, never thought I could be a part of, but because I only knew the black and white of LGBT, and it's so varied, it's so nuanced, and
correct.
You know, also, performing as a children's performer is harder. Arguably, we have to do more work. We have to change our costumes to make sure they're appropriate, or have separate costumes, which costs money. We can't rely on the same jokes. It's not like you can just take a routine you do at a bar and do it for kids. Kids have a whole different perspective. It's they see things differently, they react to things differently, like, which is why not every drag queen wants to, you know, be a children's performer too.
That is true. Like, not everybody wants to do that, and I didn't for a while, but then I realized that I wanted to be the person who I wish I had to look up to when I was growing up. And so that's why...
Someone's going to see you and be like, oh, yeah, I see myself in Taco, and I, you know, maybe they just feel a little more accepted. And, gee, God, that's so terrible.
I know. It's like, I don't understand. And it's like people who haven't gone and experienced it. It's just things that people hear, and it's all based off of fear. And it's just, I don't know. It's
fear, and it's stupid. Like, mainly, too, because I know every time I have to go to one of these meetings, or I have to deal with people, like, you know, town halls, where they're like, we don't want you to have this show or this story time, and, you know, you guys we don't want to see, you know, men in dresses. And I'm like, well, so you have no problem with me performing. I'm there. I'm a queen. Is it still offensive to you now? Well, yeah, it's still offensive. Like, and I'm like, no, that's your homophobia. Like, it's not really about whatever they're saying. They're just scared and they don't want to have those conversations with their kids.
Right.
Guess what? I don't want to have a conversation with my kid about, you know, churches, but I'm going to have to.
Yeah, right. I know, I was forced to go to church, even though I remember my entire time as a child and a teenager, I kept saying, I don't want to do this. I was still forced to go to fucking church. Anyway.
What is one song that you wanted to do in drag that you have not gotten to do yet? Like, what's on your list?
Ooh, that is a great question.
Thank you.
Let me think about it.
Yeah.
Will you answer first?
No shit.
I'm gonna flip it around on you for a hot second.
Okay, do you know what I really, really want to do? But, like, I can't dance. And so I need, like, I would need somebody who can dance and who'd be willing to choreograph. But I feel like it would be really fun to do. I want to do Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Oh!
But as two rival dance queens.
I've had that same thought.
I feel like you have to if you listen to that song.
My
name's
like, Johnny, someone's Johnny,
so
someone's the devil. Yes!
Exactly. And then it's a little like dance battle, dance off.
Well, he said, my name's Johnny and it might be a sin.
But I'll take that bet you're gonna regret
because I'm the best
there's ever
been.
been. I love that. I live for that song. It's, I don't know, it gets me excited. I'm like, maybe someday I'll do a pageant. But just to say I've done it and to like show respect to that other side of drag too.
Yeah, that's why I did my first pageant.
I feel like you can be a better, like, I feel like you're always a better performer when you like know all facets of what you do. Like,
yes.
And you know all sides of it. Like,
and you also go into the pageant realizing that like everybody's gonna have an opinion.
Right.
You may not agree with the critiques that you get.
No, not everyone's gonna like you.
Like at my last pageant I did, somebody told me one of the critiques I got was read the room.
What?
I don't even know what that meant.
Yeah. Like, were you supposed to read, like, be like, okay, honey? Or, like, are you supposed to, like, was it you did something that's so cryptic?
I know, that's what I was like, I don't
That's
know
bad
what you meant
feedback.
by that. Yeah, because I really didn't know what.
No.
Because, like, I was doing a number in different languages, and I got critiqued, like, know your words. I was like, I know what the fucking words are, and you just don't know what the words are, because it's a different fucking language. So I'm wondering if that could be it, like, something about me doing songs in other languages.
But you like, that's great, though. We need more of that, too. It's actually my one critique with the drag versus the world, is I wish that they would lip sync in different languages.
Yes.
I feel like they should all have to learn there should be one language from each country, and like, yeah, maybe you luck out and you get to do Belgium if you're in the bottom, but like, I don't know.
No, I fully agree. But like, Versus the World is like the perfect opportunity to showcase other artists.
Yeah. And like, I don't care if I don't know the words, like also that's how do I discover new songs.
What was your thoughts on All Stars 9?
I do like that they did it for charity. I thought that was nice. I truthfully feel like there's just a lot of manufactured storylines. Like, I don't know. I do think the right person that deserved to win, but I think it should have been other people up there with them, and that if they lost to those other people, like, it would be, like, because I thought Plastique did really, really good.
Oh yeah, the entire season.
Yes.
I thought Georges was robbed a lot. I feel like Georges could have won some more challenges, but they gave it to other people.
Mm. It felt like to get everybody kind of in the end. And, like, my thing, too, is Roxy's a great performer, but I've seen her so many times now, and, like, I would have rather seen somebody else in that spot. Because I either want to see, like, people who have been brought back 4 or 5 times each, like make a Drag Race Legends. Mm-hmm. Then I want to see, like, Roxy and all of them who've been back, like, 3-4 times. Bring Jujubee back. You know she'll be there. Like, I love seeing Chanel again. To me, that's, like, all-stars. I want people who've had, like, a long time to, like, show what they can do.
Yes. I also feel like there are contestants who have been on Drag Race that I think did really well who have not gotten a chance to come back on Drag Race that I would love to see.
Who would you love to see most?
I would love to see some more of Jackie Cox.
I forgot about Jackie Cox, yes.
I would love to see more of Jocelyn Fox.
Yes.
There's been so many. Sugarcane. I figured she was like a shoe-in for an All-Star season when RuPaul said that she loved her dress. That purple dress.
The purple one, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh, she's gonna come back soon. But no, she hasn't.
I wonder if she hasn't wanted to, though.
Who knows?
Yeah.
What if there was... What if World of Wonder was messy and like leaked to everybody? We've called these people to do the All-Stars.
And they've said no. Thank you. One of the things I value most about our friendship is you find me very funny. And I thank you for that. Because sometimes I have a bad day, and then your laughter will just make me feel so much better.
I love that. I'm glad to be that for you. I just love laughing.
Me too. Laughing is fun. It's better. I don't know. I feel like life is too sad. That's why I don't like to watch like a lot of sad or scary movies, because I'm like, yeah, but that's real life. I want to laugh. I want to giggle. I want to tee-hee-hee. And I look like I have a little mustache. Bonjour.
There's something in my house. Never mind. I was about to yell, France!
France!
Have you seen that? The Miss Universe stuff?
Yeah.
Did you see on UK versus the World that LeGrand Don did that in season 2?
Mm-hmm.
France!
How soon do you think it will take the drag community for somebody to be the Australian breakdancer and do a number from the Olympics?
Wait, what?
Have you seen the Australian breakdancer?
No.
Taco! You gotta watch it. I've never gotten so much secondhand embarrassment.
Oh, is it bad?
It's terrible.
Uh-oh.
I can't even describe it to you.
This is if I was trying to embarrass my kids. Breakdancing when all of their kids are at the house or their friends are at the house. This is what I would do. But this lady went to the Olympics. I think she scammed the Australians into sending her to the Olympics. I think that's what happened.
It's.
Oh my god. I recently learned out what Riz was. I was like, what the fuck?
I really like Ohio, and I want to keep Ohio.
What's Ohio?
So like when something's like really mid, it's like weird, you know, like it's Ohio.
So instead of saying mid, we've upgraded to Ohio.
And it makes more sense.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been to Ohio.
Yeah, right? I mean, to be fair, like, we live in the part of Illinois that practically is Ohio, but...
You're not wrong.
Can you cry on cue?
No. There was one time I accidentally cried, and let me explain what I mean by that.
I was like... like, you saw a sad puppy, and you're like, oh no, I'm actually...
So that's literally what... Well, not sad puppy, but, it was... The final bell rang at the end of my last day of my senior year in high school, and so like that was the bell to go home, never have to walk into that fucking place again until graduation, right? So like I see my friend and I pretend to start doing like a sad crying face, and then I just start crying.
You're like, oh no, wait, feelings! Fuck!
Oh, like, let me pretend to cry, and then I just turn into like real crying. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh, I can make myself cry. Not convincingly though. Like they're definitely like fake. Like they're fake for me and anybody who knows me, because like I only ugly cry. So if like I have glamorous tears, like it's either fake or I'm pinching myself to stop myself from ugly crying, like when I saw Hamilton. And I literally like ugly cried so loud I thought people like I drew a crowd. It got me. As I start crying now, single tear. No, I only taught myself how to cry because I wanted to do it for theater. I thought it would be really impressive and a very cool parlor trick. Turns out my life's just sad, so it's really easy to cry. Turns out it's seasonal depression.
Oh my god. Alright, so this is what we have for you guys today. We're gonna go put on a quick look and we'll be back with the full fantasy in just one moment. Alright, everybody, and this is a completed looks. What do you guys think? Candy, how do you feel?
You know what? It came together in the end. I was a little worried for a while, but we trusted the process, and it's giving, Swamp Monster, Real Housewives of Swamp Monsters.
Oh, I love it, though.
Yes.
I think it looks great. I love the green. Of course, you know me.
Yes.
But this is my little, glam, but, spooky glam. I don't fucking know.
I love it. It's giving slutty clown.
Yes.
She
love
turns
it.
tricks and tricks.
And it's such a treat for everyone.
Mm.
But this is it. This is all we have for you guys today. Thank you, Candy, for coming out.
Thank you for having me.
And I know that there's still quite a bit of people that I need to collab with. So let's keep these collabs coming. I want to have all of my drag family, sisters, and performers on my channel. So this is just another step in getting everybody else on my channel. So
do it. It's fun.
Yes. But as always, I will see you guys next time. Bye.
I had to put shades or film on my window that you can't see in, so that way I could, because sometimes I'm in a bra and I don't want my neighbors to be like, the town whore's at it again. That hussy. Because I think my neighbors don't think I'm a drag queen. I think they think I'm a stripper, and because I do so many story times and children's drag stuff, I think they think I'm a daytime stripper, and yeah. That's
so funny.
And that's the thing, I get so uncomfortable, because people who grew up, they know all them things to say, and it's if you don't go to church regularly, or you didn't grow up going to it seriously, it's you're in the middle of a play, and you didn't read the script, and everyone's all also with you, and I'm wait, what am I supposed to be doing? When do I eat snacks? What is this? Our Father, I'm so sorry, I didn't learn to lip sync. Can I leave my mask on, please?
I don't know the words, but next card.
Yeah. I did, though, get the great opportunity to look at Ken and go, oops, I did it again. It's a wonder that man hasn't left me. No, he loves me. I love you, baby. That's why I also won't watch Cujo, because I'm not going to kick a dog. I don't care if it's trying to kill me. I just won't do it. I'm fine, this is how I die.
This is the end of the road for me.
Yeah. I probably deserved it.
Yeah, I crossed the line somehow.
Right? I believe you know best, Buttons. Just take me now. In that scenario, I'm getting eaten by a chihuahua. It's very slow.
It starts at the ankles.
Yep.